Hello, welcome. It is the Nisha Show, the Nisha Jackson Show. By the way, you know what I didn't know about Nisha? Nisha is a Russian word meaning, what, happy sunshine or something?
No, the morning sun.
The morning sun. Close.
No, but here's the problem. The name Nisha in Russian, it is a Russian name, and it's pronounced Nisha. Nisha.
Yeah, okay.
In Russian, it means the morning sun, but the same spelling is also an Indian name, and it's pronounced Nisha, which most people mispronounce my name and say Nisha. But in India, it's an Indian name that means the night sky. So I'm either the morning sun or I'm the night sky. I mean, could you get any more opposite? Do I have to explain that anymore?
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, we're still in our COVID-19 series, and we're doing twice a week shows. Before we get to the program, we're going to teach you how to do your own hand sanitizer, which is awesome. Before we do that, I want to tell you about Brand X. I want you to take Brand X. This promotes your brain focus, your attention, your physical recovery, your stamina. Nisha personally made this, and it really is a great product. And not only is it healthy, but it tastes good too. And you go to takebrandx.com and enjoy. All right, so
it's pretty tasty.
It is tasty. Now, making your own hand sanitizer.
Yes.
You need alcohol. So I have some alcohol here ready. And do you drink it first or do you pour it in the bottle to wash your hands with?
It all depends on what you're exactly trying to sanitize. So since we're not talking about sanitizing your gut today, we're going to talk about your hands, sanitizing your hands. And we talked, good one, Rusty.
Thank you.
We talked in a previous show, and I just talked to you about the importance of just using regular soap and water and washing your hands when you have access to soap and water. So, and then making sure you're wiping down the surfaces that you're working with frequently, like your phone and computer and workspace and all that stuff. But if you don't have access to soap and water, I'd like you to just know how to make your own hand sanitizer, because it works to make your own. And I think it's kind of nice because you can put essential oils that you can purchase at the store in the hand sanitizer, and it will smell better. And I think it'll be a little bit less irritating and more soothing to your hands, because that is one of the drawbacks of using hand sanitizer a lot, is people getting really bad dried out hands. So that's why I think just regular soap and water is better most of the time, especially when your hands are dirty. You should use soap and water if you have access to it, as opposed to always relying on hand sanitizer, because we can get a little crazy with things, Rusty. So I think it's important to just realize that, back to the basics, soap and water is still the best.
Okay.
So if you want to make your own hand sanitizer, it's super simple. The first thing you need is rubbing alcohol. It needs to be 99% alcohol. There you go.
Hold on,
rubbing
99%? No, I heard 91 because I got 91 here. That's not good enough?
Okay. Well, 99 is better, and you can find it 99%. But it should be rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. 99% would be the ideal alcohol to use.
Okay.
So maybe you have to rub your hands a little bit longer with that.
Okay.
That
So this is close, though, right?
That's close.
Close.
99 is better.
I've never seen 99 in a store. Do you know where you get that?
It's available. You could still use 91%, but 99 would be the optimal, and it is available.
Okay.
Okay, aloe vera gel. That's what gives the hand sanitizer kind of that gel-like consistency.
Mm-hmm.
In most of them, is aloe vera gel. You can also buy this at the grocery store, health food store, and that is the second ingredient. And the third ingredient is essential oils. And one of my favorite ones is lavender. You can actually use lemon juice if you don't have essential oils and you want to make some like today. And you have the first two ingredients, the isopropyl alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, and the aloe vera gel. But the essential oils are really nice, and you can put them into if you like a certain scent, you can use different types of scent. But I like lavender. You can also use tea tree oil, or again, you can use just straight lemon juice or juice from the lemons if you want, if you don't have the essential oils or you can't find them.
Let me ask you a quick question. I know lavender is great for calming and kind of helping you sleep, but would tea tree oil be more effective in killing the bacteria because that's kind of more of a bacteria killer, isn't it?
Yeah, an antiseptic. Yeah, the tea tree oil is a more antiseptic, and it's actually really good for your skin. So if you're having skin problems, the tea tree oil might be better for your skin. Just make sure that before you do any of this, and this is kind of key, is the whole point is you're making a hand sanitizer, right? So you don't want to just do it right in the middle of all your other gunk in the kitchen, right? You want to clean the surfaces. You want to use a clean bowl, a clean whisk, and a clean spoon to mix these things. Everything should be very clean. Your hands should be clean ahead of time. So wash your hands with soap and water with the 20 to 30 second technique that we talked about in our previous show, by washing your fingers and your thumbs, both hands, 20 to 30 seconds, drying your hands, and then starting in a clean area of making, because you can make quite a bit at one time if you want.
Now, see, that's good advice, because I was thinking about doing it while cooking chicken. So, again, Nisha's got great advice. Keep listening to this show. Keep going, Nisha. This is great stuff. Thank you.
Okay, so first ingredient is you want to use 3/4 of a cup of, if you can find it, 99% isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol. So 3/4 of a cup. And then you want to use 1/4 of a cup of aloe vera gel. And this is going into a clean bowl. And then you want to figure out what essential oil that you want to use. Again, you can use just pure lemon juice, or you can use 10 drops of lavender essential oil, pure essential oil, or you can use tea tree oil. Again, just 10 drops. You don't need to pour the whole bottle in, just 10 drops. And it is very important that you don't use more than that when you're making this particular recipe, because there could be problems of you getting a bunch of pure essential oils on your skin. It can burn your skin. So just be careful about putting it directly on your skin. Just put it in the bowl, and then you just want to mix all of the ingredients up, and then with a spoon. And then I want you to take a whisk and whisk them together. And once you've whisked all the ingredients together, hopefully it's in a container that you can pour out of, ideally, because it's kind of hard to pour out of just a regular bowl, but like a bowl that has a spout on it. And then you want to put it into a container that you can either squirt onto your hands, just a clean, empty container, or a container that has a pump on the top of it. So either one. Again, you can buy these empty containers at the store, and you want to fill it up and keep them handy. Now,
I mean, I love this because I've got empty containers that are, or containers of hand sanitizer that's running out, and I kind of refill my little ones with that. So this is great. You just pour it into one of those bigger ones.
Yes, exactly. And then you can fill up some of your smaller ones. But the key is when you use hand sanitizer, you only want to put enough that it will fill the middle of the palm of one hand. Okay, you don't need to put 2 handfuls of sanitizer on your hand, just enough to fill the middle of your palm of one hand. Okay, that's all you need. And then you want to rub them together in the same fashion that we talked about earlier, making sure that both hands get all of the sanitizer all over your fingers, the tops of your hands, the bottom of your hands, your thumbs, all the way down to the base of your thumbs.
All the fingers, right?
All fingers. And you want to coat your hands and keep rubbing them until it's rubbed in. Now, that might take 20 seconds for you to rub all the hand sanitizer in. But a lot of people are just putting it on like this and like, okay, I'm good. That's not enough. So you want to coat your entire hands, top and bottom, and then all of your fingers with the hand sanitizer. Rub it till it's dry on your hands.
Oh, okay.
So that's how hand sanitizer works.
Now, one thing I had heard that hand sanitizer doesn't, like, it takes like an hour to kill the germs. Is that true, or is that just something people?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't take an hour. But the one thing that some people, this is about 99% effective at killing the coronavirus and other germs that are on your hands. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There are a couple of things. Obviously, it's not going to kill C. diff, but hopefully there's not a lot of people worrying about C. diff. But C. diff is something, and the norovirus. Those are two things it does not kill. But anyway, the majority of viruses and bacteria it does take care of. And I think the key here is limiting the number of times you're touching your face during the day, because the average person touches their face 34 times an hour.
Wow.
Which is kind of gross when you think about it. 34 times an hour. I mean, these are some of the good things that's coming out of it. It's like people becoming aware of, oh, I need to wash my hands, and maybe I shouldn't be touching my face 34 times an hour.
Well, and they are suggesting people wear masks, and you talked about masks a while ago, and do-it-yourself ones, and that does help not touch your face as much, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think people are still touching their mask with, at least they're not touching their mouth.
Yeah.
So that's good. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little shout out to people about making your own hand sanitizer, because the CDC even recommends doing this, people doing this. I like it because I think it makes sense to use your own essential oils, which again smell better, and it's inexpensive, and you can fill up your bottles that are running out and not have to be panicking about going to the store and trying to find it, because these other ingredients you should be able to find very easily at the grocery store.
Are you having a tough time getting to the grocery store, or are you staying away from people, or how are you doing with all this stuff?
I'm doing good. I mean, our medical clinics are open. We're seeing a lot of patients. Everybody's healthy, knock on wood. And it's good. We're doing great.
Awesome.
So I think I just feel like we're getting to the tail end of this. I know a lot of people don't feel like that, but I really feel like we are.
Yeah.
There's more sunshine out in many places in the United States right now, which sunshine is good. We know that viruses like to live in warm, cold environments, so more sunshine is good. So hopefully we're moving through this and have learned a lot from that, from this whole situation.
I hope you're right. I think so. I think it looks like the numbers are starting to go down going in the right direction. So that's all great things. Another thing that's great is your Brand X. Oops, I almost spilled the whole box. Get your Brand X. Take your Brand X. It is great. It promotes brain focus and attention, physical recovery and stamina. And you get that where, Nisha Jackson?
TakeBrandX.com. And for your immune system, I recommend powdered vitamin C, because you can use much higher dosages, and you can put it in with your Brand X. It has a very citrusy flavor to it, and vitamin D. These can be, you can get these at NishaJackson.com. And those are the 3 supplements I recommend for your immune system. And besides the fact they make you feel great.
And you used to, for most people, it used to be one of those 5,000 IUs of vitamin D, but right now you've been talking about 2 of those a day. Is that right?
Yes, I talked about people using higher doses of vitamin D if they feel like they're getting sick.
Okay.
If they haven't been on vitamin D and they're not living in environments where they're getting a lot of vitamin D on their skin through the sun. So I recommend a little bit higher dose for those periods of time, but not all the time. So, but boosting your immune system, if you haven't been on it, yes, you need higher dosages for shorter periods of time.
All right. Go to NishaJackson.com to get your supplements and her supplements. She goes through and specifically picks the best that she can find. So those are the best of the best. Also, Brand X, TakeBrandX.com. This is the box it comes in, and this is it, and it's awesome. So go to TakeBrandX.com. We'll catch you next time. I'm Rusty Humphries, and she is Nisha Jackson, and this is the Nisha Jackson Show.